Okay, so margin 0 auto, you have been using it for years, right? Everyone does, but here's the thing. There's actually a better way now, and I'm not talking about flexbox or grid. I'm talking about something even simpler. One property works on everything, no weird math, no why isn't this working moments. Let me show you. Fresh file, lifesaver running. We are gonna build the same layout 3 different ways. First the old way with margin 0 auto, then the way most people switch to, flexbox, and then the new way that's honestly just cleaner. Alright, the old way, margin 0 auto. This is how everyone learned to center things horizontally, and it works sort of. So in this code, just a container and a box inside, nothing fancy. And in this code, dark background, container with some padding, border, rounded corners, standard stuff. Now here's the box. So the box has a fixed width, 300 pixels, and then margin 0 auto, 0 margin top and bottom, auto margin left and right. And yeah, it works. Box is centered, but here's the catch. You have to use max width instead of width if you want it to be responsive. And you have to remember that margin auto only works for horizontal centering. If you try to center vertically, it doesn't work. See, nothing. It only centers horizontally. When you have a defined width or max width and it doesn't work on inline elements and it doesn't work inside grid, lots of conditions. Alright, method 2, flexbox. This is what most people switch to because it actually works for both directions. So the container is display flex, justify content center, centers horizontally, align item center, centers vertically. And the box doesn't need any margin, it just gets centered. Works perfectly, both directions, no weird margin tricks, but you are applying this centering logic to the parent, not the child, which means if you have multiple children, they all get centered together. See, they are centered together. Sometimes that's what you want, but sometimes you just want one element to center itself without affecting the parent's layout. Also, you have to add min height or height to the parent if you want vertical centering to actually show. Without this, there's no extra vertical space, so you can't see the centering. Not bad, but there's still a cleaner way. Alright, the new way. And honestly, this is the one I've completely switched to. It's called margin inline auto. So instead of margin 0 auto, we use margin inline auto. That's it, one property. Looks exactly the same as margin 0 auto, but here's why it's better. First, the name actually tells you what it does. Margin inline means margin in the inline direction. That's the direction text flows, left to right in English, right to left in Arabic. So margin inline auto centers in the text direction horizontally for us. Second, it's part of CSS logical properties, which means it automatically flips for RTL languages. So if you switch the page to Arabic or Hebrew, margin inline still works. Margin 0 auto also works, but the intent is clearer with logical properties. Third, you can combine it with margin block. Margin block 40 pixels adds margin top and bottom. Margin inline auto centers left and right. Super clear, super semantic, and if you only want to set one side, you can use margin inline start or margin inline end. Margin inline start auto pushes it to the end, right side in English, left side in Arabic. No margin left or margin right, just start and end. Way more semantic. Alright, let's put all three side by side so you can see the difference. Blue box with margin auto 0, green box with flexbox centering, red box with margin inline auto. They all look the same, right? Centered, but the code is different. Method 1, margin 0 auto, old school, works but only horizontally, only on block elements with a width. Method 2, flexbox, works both directions but you're changing the parent's layout, not just centering one element. Method 3, margin inline auto, clean, semantic, works exactly like margin auto 0 but with a name that makes sense. All three are responsive, all three works, but here's where margin inline wins: maintainability. If you read this code 6 months from now, margin inline auto tells you exactly what it does. Centers in the inline direction. Margin 0 auto, you have to remember that the 0 is vertical and auto is horizontal. Not a huge deal, but when you are reading 2000 lines of code, clarity matters. So when do you actually use each method? Here's my rule. Use margin inline auto when you want to center a single element horizontally. Card, form, content block, whatever. It's the modern replacement for margin 0 auto. Same behavior, better name. Use flexbox or grid when you are centering multiple things, or when you need both horizontal and vertical centering, like a model or a hero section. Because flexbox can do both directions, margin inline can't center vertically. And honestly, just stop using margin 0 auto. Not because it's broken, it's not, but because margin inline auto is just clearer. Card centered horizontally with margin inline auto, vertical spacing with margin block, super readable, you know exactly what each line does, and if you need to override just one side later, you can target margin inline start or margin inline end without touching the other side. On mobile, you probably want some side margin so the card doesn't touch the edges. Margin inline 20 pixels, done. No need to remember which side is left and which is right. So yeah, margin inline auto, same results as margin 0 auto. Clearer code, better for RTL, easier to maintain. The old way works, but the new way just makes more sense. Code's in the description, try it, see if you like it. And if you want more CSS stuff that actually improves how you write code, please subscribe. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.